What is going on, and welcome back to the Silent Grace channel. If you're new to the channel, please smash that like button and subscribe. We're going to be diving on in to watch some of the WWE's craziest moments. So, let's get to it.
During King of the Ring 98, Taker battled Mankind in a Hell in a Cell match that we will remember forever. The highlight? Taker is standing on top of the Devil's Playground, throws Mankind off, and sends him crashing down onto the announcer's table.
That was insane.
After this, no one could deny Foley's
I remember this.
influence and Taker's intimidating aura. Mankind wasn't just counting stars, he was seeing the whole galaxy. And how wild is it that these two can sit and laugh about this 25 years later?
Get the hell out of here. Oh,
I don't know, man, call me bitter, but if a friend threw me off a 16-foot tall cage, I still hold a grudge 25 years later. Thankfully, Mankind's career highlights aren't just him in excruciating
It's all business.
Number 27, Mankind wins gold. January 4, 1999 will forever be etched in WWE history.
The poke.
Mankind defeated The Rock for the WWE title, sending fans into a frenzy, and famously causing a significant shift in the Monday Night Wars. As it happened, WCW announced the results.
That's when Tony made the announcement that Mick was going to win.
And it backfired. Big time. Their announcement only made people change the channel and watch Mrs. Foley's baby boy finally win the big one.
this feels pretty damn good.
Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Speaking of Foley, you'll hear his name a few times during this video. Number 26, Edge spears Mick Foley through a flaming table. This iconic moment took place at WrestleMania 22. The story here is that our boy Adam Copeland dropped the title before Mania because the office thought he wasn't ready to main event the biggest show of the year just yet. Instead, they put him in a match with hardcore legend Mick Foley. Edge was committed to proving the office wrong, and that's precisely what he did.
After diving face first into a flaming table, and to show that I belong in the main event of WrestleMania.
After Lita set the table on fire outside the ring, the rated R superstar speared Mick Foley through that flaming table in what is the quintessential oh my god moment in the company's history.
That was insane. I do remember that.
The slam heard around the globe, brother.
Oh, Hulk Hogan and Andre.
Hulk Hogan faces the colossal Andre the Giant. The air is thick with anticipation. Over 90,000 fans backed into the Silverdome. Then, in a feat of Herculean strength, Hogan lifted the 520-pound Andre off his feet and slammed him into the mat.
Can you even imagine trying to pick him up?
The crowd erupted.
I couldn't imagine it.
This was one of the most iconic moments ever, making wrestling global. Vince was definitely thinking about all the money he was about to make. Speaking of the McMahons, number 24, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Cast your minds back to when Triple H dropped a bombshell that left everyone speechless. In a controversial storyline,
Those were the good old days back then.
under the influence Stephanie McMahon.
He never knew what to expect.
This was straight out of a movie. Was it over the top? Of course, but that's WWE for you. Number 23, Joey Styles' pipe bomb on Raw. Let's revisit a moment that shocked everyone. It was the night Joey Styles dropped a pipe bomb on live TV and quit. This was a shoot promo, a raw unfiltered outburst filled with real emotion.
I never needed this job.
Styles vented his frustrations about wrestling commentary in the company's direction. Joey used that mic as a weapon, criticized the overproduction, and called out the lack of respect for the wrestling art form.
I quit.
I think everyone had the same
Old Joe Styles, the old ECW announcer,
Eddie steals the gold.
Eddie Guerrero.
And No Way Out 2004, Eddie faced Brock Lesnar, the seemingly unbeatable WWE champion, in a David vs. Goliath scenario.
This was actually a great match.
Climax was miraculous. Eddie countered Lesnar's F5 with a DDT onto the gold and delivered a frog splash before pinning Brock. The crowd erupted as he finally won the big one, and it was a moment of pure euphoria. Eddie was known for stealing the show, but he stole something much more valuable that night. Speaking of stealing the show, number 21, Lita's Dream
Oh,
Goes
Lita.
Street. Trish Stratus
Trish.
won the main event in Raw in 2006, which was a groundbreaking moment in women's wrestling. During this historic main event, Lita nearly died.
Is this where he's
It was
broke
an
her neck?
action-packed match, but the heart-stopping moment came when Lita, known for her daredevil style, did a suicide dive and landed in a way that left everyone
Broke her neck right there.
Despite the scare, Lita continued because that's how damn tough she is.
That's wild.
By the way, before we move on to the next entry, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another wrestling video from us. Number 20, Trash Beans, Letters, and Chairman. The acronym TLC got a whole new meaning at Mania 22 with this heart-stopping moment, featuring the showstopper and the chairman of the board. During this brutal street fight, Shawn Michaels went above and beyond to create a spectacle and live up to his nickname of Mr. WrestleMania. A 20-foot ladder and a strategically placed table with 6-year-old Vince on top of it, with his head inside a trash can. As we held our breath, Shawn climbed the ladder, and then it happened. This is a WrestleMania moment.
That's something I gotta watch. The McMahon documentary on Netflix. I still never watched that one yet.
At the height of the Attitude Era, The Rock, Vince McMahon, and the corporation are in the ring and have no idea what will hit them. Stone Cold arrives driving a full-sized beer truck into the arena. What happens next is pure gold.
The beer truck, that was awesome.
He unleashes the beer bath over The Rock, Vince, and the entire
I liked it when
corporation.
Vince pissed his pants too.
Austin gives a whole new meaning to Happy Hour. Looking back at it, that was a thoughtful move on Austin's behalf. Everybody loves free beer.
Austin,
Number 18,
when Stone Cold took the gun and just a bang 316 and Vince pissed his pants, that was awesome.
His matches prove his commitment to the business. The genetic jackhammer's his offspring.
Shane McMahon, Shane actually put his body through a hell of a lot, I'll tell you that. A hell of a lot.
In 2001,
Like it's crazy what they did. Look,
the WrestleMania 32 moment where Shane took on The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, climbed the structure and decided to
yeah,
leap off
I
it.
remember that. Insane.
The time when Shane broke the glass ceiling twice to
He broke his, I think,
against
tell
the
them.
Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. We've given Shane a hard time over the years, but no one can deny this man's superhuman tolerance for pain. Number 17, Goldberg spears Jericho through the
Goldberg,
As if the elimination
Jericho.
chamber match wasn't brutal enough already, during a moment of sheer destruction, Goldberg wrecked Y2J with a spear right through the elimination chamber pod.
Goldberg's alright, but he's not the greatest.
Jesus
He's like
Christ,
more
members
stiff
don't like each other in real life. Goldberg nearly
in
killed
the
him.
ring.
Number 16,
You hear a lot of stories about him.
routine.
Yo, Boogeyman!
I
am the Boogeyman!
Although you can't tell because of his face paint, the Boogeyman was big.
There he is with the
He's a
worms.
part-time dermatologist. If you're easily nauseated, I suggest you grab a
Get out of here,
In
don't.
an episode of SmackDown in 2006, the Boogeyman was in the ring with Jillian Hall, who had a noticeable mole on her face. And this man ate the mole off Jillian's face,
Ah.
grossing out everyone present, JBL included.
That's
15,
gross.
Cement-filled Corvette. Remember when Austin decided to give Vince's Corvette a concrete makeover? Oh, it was a sight to behold. Without hesitation, Austin fills Vince's luxury car with cement through the windows. It was hilarious watching Vince's prized possession turn into a concrete.
It would be so nice
Number 14,
to actually be able to get away with stuff
Jack on the
like that.
During the 2000
Like piss with your boss and get away with it.
hardcore moments in
It would be
WWE
awesome.
history. Triple H and Cactus Jack in a match that redefined toughness.
This was a good
Climax,
match.
Triple H delivers a bone-crushing pedigree to Cactus Jack. The brutal pedigree on a pile of thumbtacks was shocking, even by Foley standards. Number 13, Edge spears Jeff Hardy from the ladder. WrestleMania 17 was the stage for one of the most breathtaking moments ever. There were a few hot spots in the tag team ladder match, but none greater than this. As Jeff dangles in midair and holds onto the titles for dear life, Edge leaps off the 15-foot ladder.
That's where he spears him.
It was like watching a human mishap. Some moments will be replayed in highlight reels for years to come. Number 12, Brock Lesnar introduces Roman to farmer lifestyle. SummerSlam 2022 was an event that delivered more than anyone expected. In a shocking turn of events, the Beast Incarnate decided to give Roman a taste of the farm life. As the main event reached its climax, Lesnar, with an evil look in his eye, disappeared backstage. Lo and behold, he didn't come back with a chair or a sledgehammer, but with a roaring tractor. Lesnar hooked the tractor to the ring and lifted it high into the air.
That was a great match, actually. That was. I thought for sure Brock was going to whoop him.
The stage is WrestleMania 23.
That's where Vince had to shave his head bald whenever he fought Donald Trump.
In a storyline that could only happen in WWE, they had Umaga and Bobby Lashley fight as their representatives with their hair on the line.
Yeah.
With everyone's jaws on the floor, Trump had a clothesline on Vinnie Mac at ringside. It was a pop culture explosion and a meme that is still used to this day.
To this day!
Number 10, Macho Man gets bitten by a snake. Let's time travel back to one of the most chilling moments in wrestling history, when Jake the Snake Roberts unleashed his python on Macho Man Randy Savage. The sun was set, the tension was high, and then Jake Roberts took it to a whole new level. He let his infamous snake bite Randy Savage, who was helplessly tied up in the ropes. The sight of the snake latching onto Savage's arm was not just shocking, it was a nightmare. It left fans both horrified and captivated. These were the extreme lengths WWE would go to, pushing the envelope in a way only early 90s wrestling could. Speaking of extreme, number 9, Jeff Hardy does a swanton off a 30-foot set. On the January 14, 2008 episode of Raw, Jeff pulled off the unthinkable against Randy Orton. Orton was on the ground and Jeff began to climb the Raw set. Crowd was going wild anticipating his jump, but just as he was about to, he looked up, then looked at the crowd and climbed another 5 to 10 feet. That's a freaking 30-foot set, for Christ's sake.
Damn. Jeff put his body through a hell of a lot as well.
Let's rewind to one of the most outrageous moments in wrestling history, when Bubba Ray Dudley delivered a powerbomb
Oh, Mae Young.
to the legendary Mae Young, who was 77 at the time. Mae Young was a trailblazing woman and a pioneer of women's wrestling. So when Bubba Ray set her up for the powerbomb,
Her and Mark Henry also had a hand.
it was a moment of concern and showed WWE's unpredictable and wild nature, where anything can happen.
Anything can happen here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Number 7, Edge and Cena table for 2 reservation in Toronto. Remember when Cena went to Edge's hometown of Toronto and made a reservation for a table of 2? At Unforgiven 2006, the Eternal Rivals had a TLC match for the WWE title. There's a ladder inside the ring and 2 tables outside, as Cena and Edge are battling on top of the ladder. Then Cena hoisted Edge onto his shoulders and sent him plummeting through the tables with an earth-shattering afterbeat. Edge's new tagline after the match became Rated R for really needing a chiropractor. Number 6, the game sends Cactus Jack straight to hell. One of the most brutal moments in wrestling history. I'm talking about the time Triple H and Cactus Jack faced off inside Hell in a Cell and No Way Out 2000. In an action-packed match with everyone at the edge of their seat, the climax came when the game threw Cactus Jack through the cell roof, making him land hard in the ring. A moment that had the crowd gasping in shock and awe. Some people want to leave a mark on the
It was cool, but it wasn't as cool as the first time, you know, with him and The Undertaker.
If you grew up watching the Ruthless Aggression era like me, this one is a certified classic. Every time they gave Shelton Benjamin the ball, he ran with it.
Shelton, he went to AEW, you know, him and MVP. I do believe Bobby Lashley may be going as well.
These two had amazing chemistry. You know who else had amazing chemistry? Number 4, Tyson and Austin face off. During the peak of the Attitude Era, we were spoiled enough to see the baddest man on the planet face off with a Texas rattlesnake in the ring during their prime.
Growing up watching that it was amazing.
The tension was palpable. Mike Tyson, a knockout artist and boxing royalty, face to face with Steve Austin, a man who captivated an entire generation. Everyone was at the edge of their
Mike
seats.
Tyson got that match coming up on
Number
Netflix
3, Austin parts the Red Sea.
with Jake Paul.
This one is pro wrestling at its peak. As the glass shatters, the fans go berserk. And I'm not sure who had the best reaction. The fans are JR. Austin returns and obliterates the Alliance, throwing stunners left and right and saving the WWF. That's how it feels to reunite with your friends after a long time. Talk about a feel-good moment. Number 2, on the other hand, is what nightmares are made of. Number 2, Brock ends the streak.
Hooks the leg! The streak is over!
It was at WrestleMania 30 that Brock Lesnar shocked the world and ended The Undertaker's legendary streak of 21-0. The silence that followed in the Superdome was a testament to the magnitude of this moment. Same, dude. Same. Taker losing at WrestleMania is something we've never seen before.
Personally hate that it happened. I feel like the WrestleMania brand.
Yeah, I was so shocked when that happened.
Around that streak. And then
Never thought it would end, but all good things come to an end.
Just like number 1, Lesnar and Big Show break the ring.
Yeah, I remember when they broke the ring.
SpongeBob under the sea for the past 20 years. For the first time in the WWE, the ring collapsed under the weight of Brock Lesnar superplexing the Big Show. A stunning visual that left all of us in disbelief. Man, that was wild. But you know what's even more wild? Ruining your entire professional career because of one moment. Check out this video about WWE wrestlers who ruined their careers. Wait.
Wow. Those were some moments. Okay. Well, that wraps it up for this episode, so thank you all for tuning in. And if you're new to the channel, please smash that like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.